Hey, happy Monday. Welcome to the Kenny Burns Show. How y'all doing? Where y'all from? Let me know where y'all from today. One time from a Washington, D.C. crew, they know what to do. Can't forget about ATL too. The BX. Compton, California, what's up? Scotland. And you say Shot City. Hampton, VA. Hampton Road, what's up? Harlem. You know we going to Harlem today, right? How y'all doing? What's happening? DC, Maryland, Virginia, what's up? Let me pin this joint, then we're gonna get the legend on. Hey, one time for everybody on the check-in. My ATL crew, they know what to do. One time for New York City, every borough, Texas, Indiana, Scotland, Memphis, Tennessee. Come on. Come on, come on. I love you. Yes. Yes. Welcome to the Kenny Burns Show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns, and today, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of Motivational Monday, speaking of starting your week off right, speaking of catching the Holy Ghost and infecting your spirit, this next guest on the Kenny Burns Show is a legend. A lot of us growing up, man, we owe a lot to this man. You know, I'm going to really get into his story once I bring him on. But you know me, I like to give people their flowers. I like to really embrace culture and frame culture in a way so that people can really, you know, see it through my eyes a lot of the times. I think the pictures that are painted of some of our superheroes gets jaded along the way, gets lost along the way. But I'm going to bring this man on here so I can tell him to his face before we get started. He got some of the most amazing stories in the world. He is a real music man. I mean, if I was to give anybody the lifestyle specialist credit, you know, introducing lifestyle to the game, it would be this man. Let's hold on 1 second. Let's see what my guy is. Champagne bubbly. Andre Harrell, ladies and gentlemen. Get the applause going in the comments for the legend. Y'all get the comments. Y'all need y'all to get the claps going on. Dre, I'm coming to you. All you got to do is push accept, homie. I'm requesting you now. When it comes up, all you got to do is push accept. There we go. Dre, I'm coming to you. All you got to do is push accept.
All right.
Andre Harrell.
What's happening? Do we look upside down? Do I need to turn the phone the other way?
Yeah, turn your camera the other way. Everything sounds perfect, though. You look perfect.
All right, no problem. Let me bring it on here and get this thing right.
There it is, that way.
All right, hold on. Ah, damn. Okay. It only goes this way, seems like. It won't do this.
Prop it up on like a
all right. No problem. Let me see.
Yeah, you see they're giving you a round of applause in the comments.
I appreciate that.
They recognize a legend when they see one.
All right. I think I got it. Hold on. They say sturdy. How am I gonna do this? Kenny, damn, I need a minute. Can I call you
No,
right back? Play a record. Play a
no, just
record.
hold, just hold it. You can hold it and talk.
All right, all right,
Yeah, that's perfect. Right on your
all
face
right,
is perfect.
all
So
right.
Andre Harrell, welcome to the Kenny Burns Show, man. I just want to start by saying, I am a product of Washington D.C. And
Yeah.
when I had dreams of going into the music business, it was because of the soundtrack that you offered with Uptown Records. Not only did my dreams come to fruition, but you really took me under your wing
Yeah.
and you really showed me the game. But we're going to get into all that. I want to just ask you first and foremost, how are you doing the Tenderona?
Um, the Coronas ain't got me down, baby. I'm all right. I'm here. I'm my family's fine. My father had a close call though with it. My father's 87.
Wow.
He's a nursing home, and his roommate got sick
Wow.
in Englewood, New Jersey. So they gave the roommate a test on a Thursday, and I'm calling this place up and down to say, you got to give my father a test. If you think this guy's sick and he's in room, you got to test them both.
Right.
So I had to write so many emails. I had to get Sharpton involved. I had to get Corey Booker. I had to get Corey Booker involved. It was going ready to be serious. That joint was going to have my name on it.
Right.
So they gave my father a test. They came back Sunday, and my father's test was negative, and his roommates was positive, and his roommate kicked the bucket right then.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So if anybody out there is listening, you got folks who are elderly and they're in a nursing home, you better be checking every day.
The roommate had the Rona.
Yes.
And died.
Yes.
Wow. Well, God bless your father.
I was asking my pops, was he nervous? When he took the test, he said, no, I feel perfectly fine. This dude over here was sick.
Wow. Yeah, man. God bless your pops, man. You got some strong, you got some strong motherfucking genes. You already know that. Yep. You come from a long line of superheroes.
Appreciate that.
All love. Andre, so we only got an hour, man, and we got about 5 hours worth of conversation, so I want to jump right in. So, Andre Harrell was in a legendary group, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, with his best friend, Alonzo Brown. So we salute you for that. And actually, Slim Pickens actually just did a post with one of your songs, and I just reposted. I was like, Slim, you found that shit? So I was hyped to hear that from Slim. But 1983, man. I want to start in 1983. 1983, you met your long lifetime friend, Russell Simmons, correct?
In 1983.
1983,
right. Yeah. The way me and Russ met, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde were getting ready to record a new record. And so Profile Records, the label that we were on and Run DMC was on, they said, Russell manages some artists. I knew Russell only in name, because he used to promote downtown Manhattan parties, hip-hop parties.
Right.
But see, I'm from the high school park era. So we wasn't old enough. Russell's 3 years older than me. We wasn't old enough to be nowhere where they was drinking. We only could be in gyms and in
the parks.
In the parks, right. So anyway, when I met Russ was interesting, as Russ is interesting. And the kind of interesting he was at the time for me, I'm in the record business, so I know a lot about the record business.
Right.
He knows a lot about the record business. It was hard to find two young people at that time who knew a lot about the record business.
Right.
And hip hop. And had a cultural thing and knew it. So me and Russ, over one record, Curtis Blow produced the record. It was AM, PM, and Fast Life. It was a top 20 record. Me and Russ became friends.
Right.
And behind coming friends, I remember I was working at 1010 Wins Radio. I'm about 23 years old.
Wow.
And 1010 Wins Radio was all news all the time. Tick, 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 tick. So anyway, it was a very Connecticut feeling kind of position and company. But it was on Park Avenue. So I lived in like a two-fare zone. I lived in Left Rock City, my first apartment.
Left
Rock City, I'm in Queens, right? So I got to take the bus and the train to get there. So on Monday mornings, 8:30, taking the bus and the train and everything working out was always a 6-block run from the bus stop to my office.
Right.
So I was amazed when I used to walk in there and I would see the dudes sitting there with their coffee cup, with the New York Times folded just right, and my seat would always be next to the CEO.
Right.
And I was like, what is this? I feel like I'm a project over here. I'm better than every white guy here.
Right.
I outsell these people in my sleep. They know that.
That's right.
And they didn't like the fact that I had a camaraderie ship with the other people of color, whatever job you did, whether you were security or an executive. Because on Friday nights, I would go and perform at Roseland. I'd be Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Right.
So it was getting on my nerves. Me and Russell, we went up to Stony Brook College for a party one night, and we got snowed in. And so it was a Sunday night, and I had to go Monday to work. I was like, I can't walk in there one more time late at 8:32. I can't do it. So I said, I'm resigning. I don't like the way they talk to me. I don't like the way they talk to other black people. I think the whole thing is racist. So Russ said, yo, you should quit. You come work for me. And I was like, what you talking about, Russ? You can barely pay yourself.
Right.
So he said, let's split it. He said, I can pay you $200. So he paid me $200. I was still Dr. Jekyll. I used to have gigs. And that's how I became on that side, and we really started bonding and be friends.
That's crazy. So you literally, this is Def Jam when he said he could pay you come work with me, right?
This is before Def Jam. This is Rush Management.
Wow.
And they had Curtis Blow, they had LL Cool J, they had Run DMC. He was really the only manager in town that was claiming he was a manager that had multiple acts.
Right, that was actually popping.
Yeah, and his little brother, his act sold a couple of million.
Right, Run DMC.
Yes, yeah.
So you went from hanging out, you met him, you started working at Rush Management, and then you became an executive at Def Jam when Def Jam started too, correct?
No, I stayed at Rush Management, and it evolved. Rick Rubin came next. Rick Rubin came with I Need a Beat, right? And we went to visit him in his dorm room. He was really a college student in the NYU, had this vision. And so Russ said, let's do something. So they were partners, and they were going the Beastie Boys. They were going LL Cool J. They wasn't going slick. They wasn't going New Jack Swing. They was keeping it sneakerhead. They're like, we're going straight to the sneaker. There will be no champagne game here. And, you know, I was ready to pop. I done met Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones called us up, and he wanted to bring his son to meet all the rappers. So we set up a dinner on Park Avenue on 19th Street. And Quincy and his son was there. We bought Busy B, Kool Mo D, Grandmaster Flash, Cold Crush Brothers. We bought hip hop, and it was a Champlain spot. And Quincy started ordering what's the champagne that comes in the gold bottle?
Cristal.
Cristal. He started ordering Cristal back in 1985, right?
Wow.
So 1985, you got all of us in this joint on Park Avenue and 19th Street, and with the 1985s flowing.
Wow.
And so I remember Busy B said, he tasted it. This is good. What is this? And Quincy said, Cristal. And he kept saying all night, Cristal, Cristal. So from seeing Quincy, me and Quincy had a breakfast. He wanted to talk about me coming out and working with him on Quest.
Right.
So this is the thing about the record business. Like, somebody tell you at 8:30 meeting, if they're a big dog, that 8:30 might be 9:15. But you patiently wait. Yeah. Because you'd rather them come late than not come at all.
Hold on, Dre, that's how you did me, by the way. You said be in New York at 8:30 Monday morning. You ain't get there at 12 o'clock. I was sitting there like this.
Yo, how did you get there that early? Did I just see you in DC or something that day?
Yeah, we're gonna get into that story, but I'll tell it.
Okay. So Quincy Jones, right?
Yeah.
So Quincy, we had a great breakfast. We went to Sylvia's.
Yeah.
We had a great breakfast. And then he said, I'm gonna call you back. We're gonna work this out. So week 2 goes by. He don't call back. It didn't matter because he gave me what I needed. He saw me. He saw
you.
That was enough. Because I already had my point of view and which way I wanted to go. I wanted to be able to be a full, complete person. I wanted to have a hard shoe game and a sneaker game. Like, not just one or the other. No, I got them both. I'm cool all the fucking time. So I wanted to get that going. So then Heavy D came walking through the door.
Wait, so before you go into Heavy D, so you meet with Quincy. Quincy is just really showing you the life you really want in the music business.
100%.
So you see this life. You then 1986 you start Uptown Records, and I think you met Heavy D in '86, correct?
Yep, I met Heavy D.
So when you met Heavy D, Dre, where did you go? Like, what was the thing to be like, this is gonna be what launches me in the music business?
Well, a couple of things. When Heavy came up to Rush, first he got me on the phone. Let's get to the beginning, how Heavy infiltrated. Heavy rang my phone. I picked the phone up. I said, Rush Management, who is this? And he says, Heavy D. And then he said, I'm looking for Russell Simmons. I said, well, he's not here. And he pauses. He said, well, can I talk to you? I said, okay, I'm Andre Harrell. He said, you Dr. Jekyll?
Right.
He said, can I call you back tomorrow? All right. He hung up the phone because he was prepared with his rap short for Russ. He wasn't prepared to talk to Andre Dr. Jekyll.
Yeah. He
wasn't all of that. That was like, I don't know what kind of slick shit this nigga might say.
Right.
So the next day he calls. I pick up the phone. It's a hectic day. It's busy. And I go, who is it? And Hev says, yo, you sound like you're having a stressful day. You need me to call you back? The way he said it, it made him sound like the adult and me sound like the youngin.
Right.
That pause. So that pause made me pause. And I said, okay, now I'm good. What's going on? And so he's shooting the shit at me. What's it about? And he ends up saying, I can show you better than I can tell you. And I remember half saying, all right. But he showed up at 3:30, and when Hev shows up, that's a big man. Hev was 6'3", 6'4", 300 pounds. It was like a big man showed up.
Yeah.
Couldn't miss him.
Yeah.
So he had on like a Coca-Cola sweat.
That's how I remember him, Dre, first.
And
I first seen him, he had a Coca-Cola shirt on.
And he had a red hat on, and I was looking at him like, all right. He had Eddie F with him, and I didn't imagine him to be any particular way, but I could not imagine that. But when I saw him, his haircut was so fresh, his Nikes were so motherfucking white, and he just oozed out of freshness like a big man who smelled good. Right. So when he gave me a pound and brought me into him, I was like, oh yeah, okay, we can work with this. I said to myself, you're not gonna be Jackie Gleason in The Honeymooners, How Sweet It Is with your man Ed Norton. Right. You're gonna be Jackie Gleason on Miami Beach, wearing the corsage, being a player, saying welcome to Miami Beach and how sweet it is. I saw Heavy like that. Wow. And I said, we're gonna make you, to myself, I said, we're gonna take our eyes off your weight because we're gonna make you dance. That's right. And we're gonna look at your fashion because we're gonna bring your fashion all the way up to date, just ahead of everybody else. Because the big man, tall man shop, you can go there back in 1986, 87, and it'd be like putting on retarded clothes. Yeah. Three seasons behind. Yeah. So we got Heavy into that yellow suit. We got Heavy in everything that looked great on him. Wait, well, let me say this. Let me remind you of something. So I'm in Washington D.C. I think when he came out in '88, right? '87, right? Came out in '87. '87. So I think I'm in 8th grade, and I'll never forget this song right here, dog. This song right here. And I'm from D.C., so I'm like, he got go-go in the music. And then wait, when the girls came up, like the old school girls in the video, I was like, wait a minute. I was confused. And then here come this big light-skinned nigga. And he come out that motherfucking, he doing the motherfucking shit. And I'm like, whoa. And you missed the big stuff. I was blown away. And that that video was directed by Reggie Hutland.
Wow.
And it really, really worked. And the record was produced by Teddy Riley.
See, but this is where it gets interesting. And we got a lot to cover, Dre, and I got to keep you on track. But